Okay. I think we might be coming down for this into the opening gap. Looking for return to like a premium in order to get the entry. This is all from the Asia session. London. See, midnight opens here. Blue believe we can come down there if I kind of run up there on the 15 as well as on the hourly. So let's put 33. So I'm looking for like a 5 candle, 5 minute change of state delivery to be knocked out. So if we get that, then I'll take a loss. We do have this 830. Could come up here. Smaller inefficiency right here on the 1. Let's see if that remains open. New driver today. Today's a Wednesday. Oh, we have a 10 o'clock reversal. I didn't realize that. Powell speaks at 1:45, so keep an eye on that. See this wick here can holds. Is this the new? Yeah, this is new day. Projected fair value gap, whatever ICT calls it. All right, so where are we coming from? 15 changes, state of delivery. Ooh, I like that. 2245, that's a So this here's I'll take this off LT right here. Turn to the 8:30 open. This might be a bullish or block on the 1 minute. This OT is violated on the 15 and especially the 5, then I believe we can go up to that fair value gap in a premium on the 5. It looks good on the 1. Now let's just wait for these next 5 minutes. So we corrected our drawdown. So that's fine. And 15 minutes coming up in these next 3 minutes. This is 1.5 retracement on the one. We would need to see this bearish order block here, bullish order block be violated. Possibly 5 minute change to stay delivery. This could be a bullish order block going up higher, so we'll see. We do have 4 minutes left in this, so setup could be forming within these next 4 minutes. And we'll just sit and just wait and just observe what we see. So that worked out well. This possibly bearish order block here. So this looks like we're gonna be going down lower, possibly to OT. I wouldn't want to try to trade this given that we have a new driver coming out in a couple of minutes. So whatever little anxiety I do feel, just have to just work through it. And no, it's not anxiety from trading. It's neural pathways from childhood that has been developed, perfected, that we're learning to correct. So no harm, no foul. I was hoping we can come all the way down here, but let's say that we will, and for that to occur, we would need this 6 is right into this hourly fair value gap right here. Still working on this 4 hour fair value gap right here. This low here is a low from the open. So this looks pretty good. So if we were to go short here, I'll just take one little contract and go short here. This is before the news driver that's coming out. I understand that. But again, this is one little contract. And we can always add on to it if we are right. And if we're wrong, it's just 37 points. 37 bucks. So let's see what happens here at this OT mark. I want to get rid of that. That looked like it worked out well. So that's a good way to work through the anxiety. Take a short little position just to test the waters. That's fine. I'll give that to you. First presented daily fair value gap is here. So we are in the premium on a higher time frame. If we could go to 324, that'd be awesome. 63. So for me to add on to this, I would like to see a retracement first. So let's see what we get with this 15. Run a new 4. Let's see what we get. See any fair value gaps open up? Do we have any breakaway gaps? So this OT has been violated. I'm gonna take that off. See if this fair value gap here on the 15 can be respected. First presented fair value gap again is in play. More than 5 candle runs down. One can bear the question, can we haven't taken draw on liquidity out here, so might be going out to get some more liquidity right here. Well, no, that's not correct. It's way up here at the 8:30 open. So these aren't high probability setups. Just because market's open and ready doesn't mean we have to go full forge. You know, the higher probability setups that really run are on news drivers as well as higher time frame draws and liquidity, which we currently don't have. So it's all good, no harm, no foul. Um, so yeah, see what the 8:30 opens, or 8:30 open has for us. So if we're gonna be in these conditions, you got to stay on the lower time frame, because I mean it could go anywhere in the higher time frame. I'm just wicking around. See that? Look how we did on the 4 hour. We could come all the way up here on the forward and continue going down lower. All right, I'm out. So I lost 10 bucks on that trade, which is fine. Let me see if this is OT though. We could find something in this, which it is. Question is, does it make sense to take this? Where would you put your stop loss to see where if you were to take this? If you were to go short, we come for those lows down there, right? Everything you're doing is correct. This is like, is this a high probability trade setup? You know, that's what we need to determine. Come all the way down into discount, now we're coming back up, right? And again, if it appears to be 50-50, then no, it's not a high probability trade setup. Thus, you know, you don't take the trade. We had a slight still fair value gap right there, right? So I have not taken this trade. Um, you know, maybe we need to come back up here, get this strong liquidity here on the 5, and then we can go somewhere. So that's on the 1. That's way up there, so I'm not really interested in that. So that's been taken out. Here's constant encroachment on the 4. How convenient. So this is the area where we look. That's how we came down to this fair value gap here on the 1. Now we want to see expansion going above. Could come for these highs up here. Given that we're in a premium, we can't take a long position. And just because we're in a premium, we can't take a long position doesn't mean that we look to go short. We do have a draw on liquidity on here on the 5. We are passing a swing high on, well, not a swing high, but a former high on the 15. And this is constant crush on the 4. So if these bearish, and we're in the premium too, if these bearish, you know what I'm saying, PD arrays fail, then that means we're going to remain bullish and continue moving up higher. So paper trading here, down 27,000. I mean, this is really play money. I really don't pay much attention to this. I just press the button just to mimic where I am on my Top Step account. So 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of like a 5 kind of run up. Stop loss will go here. Oh, I could just press the button, right? I'll just sell. But I just want to show this is a short position. And right here, so this is only 11 points. We could aim for these lows down here. That's a 50-point move. That's what we would like to aim for. So this is where we are on the 4 hour. We also have this 5-minute fair value gap. This might be a breakaway gap here. So stop loss would be right here. So we would have been stopped out, which is fine. Notice how we came down into this fair value gap right here. So stopped out, boom. So there's no 5-minute change instead of delivery. There's no bearish whatever here on the 1 minute. So there's no reason to go in short there and lift off. And we're extremely bullish on the daily. See this here? All right, so we have a drawn liquidity here. So this is our new swing high. Which, these daily mean threshold. Keep that there, but this here, get rid of this. Clean this all up. Look, all these fair value gaps, all that is bullish. You can even do a little projection on that one and figure out how high we're gonna go. So there's no market model 2022. There's no breakers. So if you were to be in on this position, I like how we had this 5 kind of run down, reverse up right here. See that? But OT was violated, and that's what I used to get in position. So that's why I took it off. Didn't look to continue to be in a trade, but everything we have here, this 5 minute, this is still bullish. And then on this 15, bullish as well. So, this bullish order block right here, it's way up there, right? If we're looking at this one out here on the one, if you want to play things short, this is where we're at right there, right now with that. So I do believe we may get a lot of retracements that may appear as a reversal, but unless until we get that 5 minute change steady delivery, higher time frame draw on liquidity, which we currently have, you know, it's really no trade for me. We have this here. Can't really consider this as OT. I like swing high, then coming down low. So let's see. This is the inverse for, no, it's not inverse on 5 just yet, but this is a huge wick. Do have this fair value gap down here on the 5. We can measure from here to here for an OT entry. So this is where angels alert should be going off, right? Ding, 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 ding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oof. We took a short down here. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Run up to this here where I thought we would go to. Boom, come that down. And we have this weird 10:30, 10 o'clock news driver. But we do have 5 kind of run on a 1 minute. And then we reversed up pretty quickly. So, I mean, jumping in on this, doing like a bank shot, I don't like to do that. We could do it with a little small contract just to, get used to it, desensitizing ourselves from it. But that is valid. And this move up again is also valid. So we, this high right here is which we took out. So we took that out, then we kind of retraced back down. We didn't displace over it, but we traced kind of down. And you look on the 1 minute, it's like where are we going down? We come down to this bullish order block here on the 1 minute. So you'd have to set your stop loss or expectation that price should not come here. If it does, then you get out. And then what do you get? Boom, reverse. Takes out that. So you have model 14 right here on the one. 18 seconds left on this 5. Fair value gap here on this 5. This is a 8:30 open, 4 hour constant encroachment. This is a retracement area. All right, so we're at in the 15. Let's see if this 15 can come to this model 14 right here at 455, which is kind of where this is right here. So we do have this fair value gap here on the 5 that we can possibly go into, as well as this 5 minute bullish order block right here. So a lot of possibilities, right? It's like which one are we gonna go with? See here we have this here, down, run up, boom, down. Change the delivery here. Coming down into this 5. Let's see if this wants to inverse. Notice how we don't quite inverse this 5 here in the premium. So that's the first clue. And we have this 5 here. Higher time frame draw on liquidity. And first presented fair value gap here. Here's optical trade entry. So we look for a short. We have a potential breakaway gap here on the 1 minute. So I would want to take this here. This is how I would measure that breakaway gap. Whoa. And that takes us down here. This is in a premium. Where would we set a stop loss? First, we want to wait for this 3 minutes left. Right. Wait for this. Give me some borders here. And if it goes without me, then Goes without us. See what this five. See, concept encroachment here. That's where we went to. So this is looking weak. So we can take this off. Small little fair value gap here on the one. See, that's going to be a breakaway gap. So far, we just wicked into it gently. Where did we open up on the four? Down there. So we get inverse here. 5 minute change to delivery. Well, actually, this here is supposed to be on the one. No. Sync. No sync. This five is gonna work. That takes us down here again. Got some confluencies here. So there's that. Now we're going back into this fair value gap on the one. We don't have an inverse on the five. Inverses on the five are better. Relative lows on the one. See up here. Boom. Optical chart entry. If you were to go short here, that's only 3 points. Actually, you want to go right here, like that. But we're looking kind of bullish on the five. Here we are right now. This is where we'd enter in at. So let's see what we get with this. Like how we come out to this first presented fair value gap barely. So that would have failed. And again, we're, you know, this is like consolidation. See that, how we had that opening, the fair value gap right there. And we're going up higher. See how we came out to that 830 open. So that fair value gap there has been violated. So that supports the notion that we're still bullish. And then we can OT this. And this is where we came out to. OTE between this range here. Boom. Exactly to the T. See that? That kind of lines up with this 830 open. See that? See all these possibilities. So many possibilities, right? So many possibilities. See how we had this breakaway gap we thought was gonna work. Didn't work. So many possibilities. Yeah, so I like this. Whoopsies. Just measuring this breakaway gap. Here. Four's up there. Yeah, so this is like in no man's land, no man's territory. Have no expectations. I don't know what to expect. So look what we do. We went up, boom. Right. So these conditions, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's a 5 count run with 3 minutes left. Oh, I forgot about the macro session, which is right here. Well, that's the end of it. Here's the start of it. Yeah, so we didn't catch that one. All right, so only thing that we could look here for is a retracement down here. You know, this fair value gap, which remain open, running up higher. So if anything were to pop off here, I honestly don't know what it would be. This here, I don't, that's this thing here, right? A minute left. So let's see how this pans out. We could keep him here. And then we have this breakaway gap here. 1.5 retracement level. So that's how that looks on the one. We do have this constant encroachment. We have failed to break through again, which translates, I believe, on the 15, right? But again, where's the accumulation? Where's the manipulation? Where's the OTE? Where's your, you could measure this here, here, here. It's your breakaway gap, right? This is where we're coming from. So that overlaps, that's valid. We're coming down into this retracement or inverse, right? Bullish order block here on the 5, which I don't like because we traded right through it. So for this to be a valid long position, we would have to come down here. And then our stop loss, would be down here. It'd have to be 15 points. All right. We'll be coming up here 34 points. Is that good enough for you? So many possibilities. Again, that higher time frame, drawing liquidity. It's like if we don't have that, then we don't have anything, right? So this is we don't need that. Or we could just wait to come back. We could get something extremely obvious, right? This is at 145. Corrected our drawdown. We're up on a day. All this here is just accumulation. What if we could squeak out this a couple more $100? Yeah, right. And then we lose it. And it's like shit, now I gotta get it back. And then we're just fighting in an area where, it just doesn't make sense to be, right? So there's that as well. All right, so with this 5 here, for this to be a 5-minute change instead delivery, we don't have any. So there's a first indication that this isn't optical. Area to be. I think I might go to the gym right now. Get back around like 11. Shower down. Get over there. It's about like 12. That means 2 hours to put in that work. I kind of don't want to put the burners on for that type of work, so I would rather work out afterwards. But here's nothing obvious, but I can always press the button. I can always press the button. This could be accumulation, manipulation. For this to be accumulation, manipulation, this is what we're looking at right here. I would rather take this one here. Whoopsies. Right. 225 smart money reversal after getting strong liquidity. Maybe get like an inverse fair value gap, something like that. Right, get like inverse fair value gap here. Continue moving. Small little breakaway or volume imbalance. I would get in these plays a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. And we have a quarterly shift coming, I believe. 23 bars. Oh, we could have kept it going. Yeah, we go right here. Quarterly shift, drawing liquidity. I like these plays here, so we'll just sit tight, see what comes of it. All right, so for this one, we're supposed to do this. This is where I want to see a retracement to. We also have this here, but this would have to play in that AMD setup. So a lot of like that down there running down quickly would get our attention. Now we have a possibility of 5 minute change state delivery. Hourly, we're still up here, halfway through on the hourly. If we close above this, it's become a hourly OB potential, and then we'll just do this, question mark Joker style. Which if it is, then we could very well come back down there after we have this long churn move on up. We could come down there like at the 8:30 or at the afternoon session. So we are in a new quarterly shift. No quite draws on liquidity yet. No accumulation manipulation yet. Look at that immediate rebound to the 15. All right, there we go. If this doesn't work, then I'm about to leave. Go do some other work. But this play right here was textbook us. I think we got caught up in the idea that, hey, we're coming down lower, lower, lower. Let's look at, I think it'll be this one here. We're looking at that breakaway gap. Here's 2.5, right? Perfect. Small little fair value gap right here. Right, that's what we went into. Took off. So we missed it. That's okay. I think this is here and this other one is here. Yep, so I was looking at this one here. So yeah, we came back bouncing on this. See that? Those are the plays we gotta learn to execute on. Let's see if this fair value gap right here could be inversed. We went up to 4. Take him off. Nice. If we were to go short here, this would be one of those bank shot type of shorts. Yeah. You know, it's just 5 points. And we do have this 15 bull short block. We just tapped into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do have that. This will be the fifth candle. This will be a big wick on the 5. See how high we can go within this minute, 30 seconds. So we've been stopped out there. This looks like we're gonna run through it. And we're bullish on a daily. See what Dixie's doing. Ah, Dixie. S&P Dow is just good solid moving sideways. That's because it took out its highs already. All right, so there's our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kept on run. This play was beautiful. We would have gotten right here. We're looking for this to be inversed. Sometimes you just gotta stay in on it. Would have probably been out right here. 43 points. Not bad. Here we have a small little fair value gap. Could possibly tap into if we were to get in there. The length of this fair value gap is only 4 points. So we would enter it right here. Just practicing. It's not a real trade. Stop loss will be below that fair value gap there. Take profit. There's really no objective for a take profit. I honestly don't know where the take profit will be. So let's see if this accumulation is providing us with an opportunity to go short. So we do have optical trade entry possible down in here. It's this fair value gap and a discount. But again, this is on the 1 minute. Here we went to equilibrium. Now there's five candle run range. One, two, three, four, five. Notice how these candles are within this one. So these aren't textbook high probability trade setups. It's kind of going like 50-50. You know, taking something like this, uh, either you're scalping it for a couple of points, right? One, two, three, four. These are just the moments where you just allow the market to do what it needs to do, and you just accept coming back later. But you know, here we have going to 15, and we have this little thing here. Whoa, not that one. All right, that puts us way up there. Right, so it's like, yeah, you could throw in 15 minis or macros, and for a play that actually will work. Here we have I don't really like this, but right, optical trade entries right here, and you look on the 15 second, fair value gap here, still open. Looks like this is gonna be inversed, but then boom, this is where we go in. Boom, go short. Playing that judo, be intentional. Process I follow. Let's see. Boom, minus his fair value gap. And where do we come down into? Still kind of way up there. Barely equilibrium in this range here. And we could end this here and then come down to this 15-minute bull short block and get a setup. That's how we have to start looking at this. We can come here to get a setup, right? And you set your alert, then keep on moving. Give a small little fair value gap here on the 5. This is the one that we're looking at on the 1. Straight no man's land right now, which makes things tougher, but you would have to just trade an intraday charts. Uh, Playing the PD Ray game, PDA Ray or PDA PD Array game. called PDA a game, whatever. High, low, lower, high, right? So then the idea would be, do we have same thing on ES? We don't have like a breakaway or a SMTs, right? High, low, high, lower, high, high, low, lower, high. Had I been higher, high, that'd have been SMTs, but we don't have that right now. Now we're coming into a macro. So coming into this macro, it's all right. We're looking for a PD array, relative equal lows, fair value gap, order blocks. Here's some relative equal lows on here. All those matter. Coming down here, come down to boom. What is this equal to? A little below this fair value gap here on the one, as well as that. Then on the hourly, we have this potential hourly fair value gap or bull short block, which 15 minutes looks like we're gonna get. Puts us up right here. And given that this is a 5 candle run down on the 5, this would be a good bull short block on whatever time frame that we see it on. Now we have just some more accumulation between this high here, this low here. We can measure from here to here. Oh, there's something, boom. Very small, very small. So we do have these 5 minutes here. I'm about to get ready to head on out of here. Uh, I guess for these 5 minutes until the macro session comes on, we could keep this open, but this does look like accumulation. If we do end this 5 minute in accumulation, move up, possibly inverse fair value gap right here, then I would consider taking that as a trade. Possible bearish OTE, consider taking that as a trade. And we could come down to these lows down here, right? Which, how many points would that be? But I don't know. I mean, we have to come way up here for this V manipulation. So if we can catch a play right in here, come down here, wick through this, that would be a valid play. So I'll just keep this open. No trades for me, still at, the day up 121 bucks. So good enough for me. And yeah, we'll a lot of wicks on 5. Now we're coming down. This potential 5 minute fair value gap. This could be accumulation, manipulation down into a discount. Two 2.5 right here is some money reversal. This is just a retracement level right here. Came down into this fair value gap right here on the 1. I'm looking at ES. Come right down to that fair value gap. Accumulation, manipulation. I do believe this is optical trade entry as well. Yep. Boom. Still nothing here. Again, these here are valid places to get answered. You don't have to guess what this could be. Just wait, practice patience. There's, you're gonna come back and look at this and say there's nothing here. I mean, you want to do this, right? Trace back to one, fair value gap here on the five, just bouncing. Is this a valid entry for a five? Boom. Where would you put your stop loss? All of those things, they matter. And if you're not willing to take a loss due to your analysis, then this is when you allow yourself to just walk away and come back, right? So I know it's tough walking away because, I get it. But these conditions here, they're not worth it energetically. It's a potential 5 candle run. So that's it for me for today. I've officially logged out. Uh, we'll just put this up here and that'll be it. Peace.